I was fortunate enough to take myself on a little vacation to South America recently. And I was walking out of a crystal shop and I crossed the road and it was so hot and the sun was just beaming down on the city. So I decided to take a seat and rest my legs for about 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And over the road I'd just crossed, was a lady with her grandma, maybe her mother, and they had an avocado stand. Now, I love avocados, right? I remember when I used to live in Africa, my grandma had an avocado tree. So I've grown up eating avocados, right? Amazing foods. Anyway, I decided to cross the road and go buy some avocados from this wonderful lady and her mother, or could have been grandma. Now, I must say this woman was extremely attractive. However, I only went for the avocados, not for the woman. Anyway, my Spanish isn't the greatest. I'm still learning. So I was trying to tell her that I wanted to buy 2 avocados. And she was trying to have a conversation with me. I don't know about what. I just wanted 2 avocados. I kept doing this. I just wanted about 2 avocados and out. But I couldn't understand what she was asking or what she was saying. So a guy came by to help the lady translate the Spanish into English so I could understand what she was saying, right? Anyway, as I'm having a conversation with this guy who's doing the translating, a man in a business suit comes to the avocado stand and he sits down underneath the tree and he's listening to the conversation that's being translated between myself, this girl, and the dude who was helping out. Anyway, the translation is successful. I end up getting my avocados. I give the lady some money. And as I pass her the money, the guy in the suit kind of bobs his head whilst he's looking at me. And he goes, "She said stop." And I was like, what? Okay, I was just so confused. I didn't even know what to do. But I just laughed, okay, like it was some kind of joke. I got my change, put the 2 avocados in the bag, and I walked away. Looking back at it now, that guy in the suit probably thinks that I was some kind of tourist who was trying to speak to this lady, trying to chat her up, trying to take her to a bar. But he probably doesn't know I just wanted my avocados, right? So he might have got defensive. That might have been his daughter. Might have been his friend's daughter. I don't really know what was going on. But anyway, he must have thought that I was trying to attract this lady, right? I thought I'd just share that story with you for whatever reason. Today, what I want to talk about is attraction, female attraction, but most importantly, getting rejected. So as men, we are told that we have to be the ones who are stern and straight up, right? If you want to talk to a woman, if you want to approach a woman, if you want to take a woman out on a date, if you want to start a new relationship, the man has to make the first move. This is what we're taught, right? I'm completely against this. In fact, I now tell myself that if a woman wants to talk to me or she wants to date me, then she has her own 2 legs and 2 feet that she can use to walk up to me and talk to me, right? I don't see why I have to make the first move. In fact, the only moves that I'm focused on making are my own moves to get me to the places that I need to get to. Any woman who is in and around me and my life whilst I do that is extremely fortunate. And I hope some of you can adopt this attitude because it will help you get really, really far in life. However, what happens a lot of the time is guys, because we are told we have to do this, we'll make the first move. And 7 to 8 times out of 10, and I'm talking from personal experience as well, we get rejected. It's either, no, I can't, I've got a boyfriend, or sorry, I'm single at the moment, I don't want to date. Or sometimes it's just a straight up no with a little sorry, right? However, that little rejection can be so painful. It can hurt, right? Especially if you've had to build up the courage in order to make that move in the first place. It just completely shatters to bits and pieces when the lady says no, she's not interested. How do you handle this rejection? What's the best way to go about making sure that this type of rejection doesn't have a negative impact on your life? Look, I know and trust myself fully to the point where I now know that any woman who is in my life ever should consider themselves completely or extremely fortunate. And the reason I say that is because I know myself. I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know what I have. I know what I've acquired. I know the type of man I am. I know how hard I work. I know the goals and ambitions that I have. And quite frankly, I know I'm going to get to where I need to get to. So if a woman rejects me, if I make a move, if ever, all I do is turn around and be like, unlucky you. And I simply walk away, right? Because not only is there another 3.5 billion women in the world apart from her, but also the women who are out there are probably better looking than the one you've been rejected by anyway. So what I'm trying to tell you is rejection doesn't really matter. In fact, if you're somebody who enjoys approaching women, you enjoy making that first move. I certainly don't. Not anymore anyway. I used to at one point, but I've grown out of that. I get that there are younger guys out there who are going to want to make that first move. We're going to want to approach a woman. You're going to want to talk and see if you can actually date her. That's completely fine. That's normal. In fact, you should do that. However, in order to stop yourself getting hurt, you should expect rejection. Another tip I will give you is if you do make an approach, try and go from a friendly point of view, if you know what I mean. Just approach her as a friend, as a person, like a normal person. Don't approach her like you're trying to date her or you're trying to take her out, you're trying to get her into the bedroom on the same night, because that kind of stuff will get you some serious rejection. Some serious rejection. Just go about things in a normal way, right? Just approach her as a friend, say normal things. But once again, expect rejection. Look, you have to know and understand how powerful you are, how important you are, and quite frankly, your divinity, your essence, an aspect of the divine masculine. You are a king walking the earth. And to be honest with you, you should be so happy and content with your life and everything you are doing. You should be so focused on your path of success that you don't really care if you get rejected by a woman. And actually, I remember a time in my life where I would approach women, and every time I got rejected, I would use that as motivation. I'd be like, right, this woman doesn't think I'm good enough, so I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out more. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to try a new hairstyle, right? So if you do get rejected, use it as motivation. But really, you should know that the path you are on, and the path you are taking, the things you're trying to accomplish, the things you're trying to achieve are so much bigger and so much better than the woman you're trying to approach that really doesn't even matter. You should get yourself to a level of success in your life that women end up being the ones approaching you. That's what you call an aspect of the divine masculine. That's a true man. That's what a true alpha male would do. True alpha males don't really care about approaching women. And it's not to say that they don't want these women in their lives, but quite frankly, they have so many options because of their levels of success that it doesn't even matter. I now know that approaching women is kind of like a waste of my time. Even if I end up dating her, or she ends up being my partner, or we end up being friends with benefits, I don't know, whatever. Quite frankly, it's a waste of my time. Why? because I have so many things going on in my life that I don't even want the distraction of a woman. Not until I'm happy and content with everything I have acquired. And that's just part of manly life. It's part of being a man. Boys are the ones who chase women. Boys are the ones who nag women. Boys are the ones who crave and need the attention and the surroundings of a woman. Men, on the other hand, completely different page. Divine Masculine Tantra. I hope to see you on the next video.